I am not a financial advisor, and the things I tell in the videos is not financial advice. What I'm trying to do in this YouTube channel is to review crypto projects as good as I can. In this video, I'm gonna try to review multiple projects together again. And these projects names are VINU, Streamer Data, and WeChain WET projects. Let's start. I have my Excel file ready. Like always, I will follow this Excel file while making the review. The first criteria is ranking. So the VINU project is placed at 1161st place on CoinGecko. Data is located at 671 and WeChain is located at 43rd place on CoinGecko. I have put red mark to WeChain because it's placed in the top 100 projects. If a project is located inside of top 100, that project needs to work extremely hard to raise its ranking on CoinGecko. If the project is located lower than 300, it means that that project has a gap in front of it to raise its ranking if they work a bit harder. So the other projects, VINU and Data, is getting a green mark in the ranking criteria. The next criteria is the category. In this criteria, let's try to go to the web pages of the projects. Let's try to understand the models of the projects. Let's check the websites generally, then continue with the Excel file. First, VINU. What is VINU and what are they doing? The VINU project is a meme project, as you can see. But besides the meme concept, this project has been creating a blockchain, layer 1 blockchain with light speed and zero fees and smart contract mechanism. And that blockchain is already active. We're gonna check the Explorer page in a minute. Right now, that blockchain is a proof of stake blockchain and the speed is high and the fees are nearly zero, but not exactly zero, and they have a smart contract infrastructure. So these are the things which are correct and already running, not an ordinary meme project with a So we have tried to understand the model. Let's check the web page as fast as we can. In here there is an NFT package. If you click them, you can see that web page. There is this VINU chain we're gonna check in a minute, and our slogan and the explanation buy links, as you can see in here, partners and media. So in here they are describing the properties of their blockchain, the tokenomics, the current statistics, the news, the block shares, and the social media links, and then the last menu. The last menu is the same content with the top menu, so we're gonna check in here everything. As you can see, there is this blog. They have a roadmap. It's a general roadmap, but they still have a roadmap. There's this FAQ section you can check if you're interested, and the most important part is the products. So VINU chain, we're gonna check in a minute. VINUfolio, they have an application which you can adjust your portfolio. You can manage your portfolio. There's this VINU Foundation link which is not working. In the past, maybe it was working, but I did not see it. VINU Swap is active and working on the blockchain. VINU Pixels is the NFT package. Again, the same link at the top of the page. VINU Pay is a payment method. It is active. You can check. It's already working. VINU Drop is a game. If you're interested, you can check it. VINU Burn link is not working, but the theme is already burning besides this link not working. VINU Finance also has a website and it is running on the blockchain. This is a lending platform. So the most important link in here, VINU chain, let's have a check on it. They have the first EVM compatible feeless layer 1. They're saying feeless, but it's not actually feeless. They have a special structure to not to pay the fees, but actually that layer 1 has a fee structure. We're gonna see it in a minute. They have this grant system, and in this page, if you go down, you can see all the explanations which is describing their blockchain. The only working important link here is the VINU Explorer, and it is very important. We can see the blockchain is already running in this page. And in here, as you can see, there is this transactions. When you come to the transactions, you can see the fee structure. The fee is being paid by VC tokens. What are these VC tokens? If you check CoinGecko, if you write VC, as you can see in here, VINU chain VC coins. This is the main coin for this blockchain, and you need to pay the fees with this coin. But if you don't want to pay fees, as I mentioned, they have a special structure. You need to stake some tokens, and then you will not pay the fees depending on your smart contract. So this is the basic model and the basic website check for VINU project. With this information, we know the VINU project is a meme project, but plus they have a layer 1 infrastructure. So I have put a orange mark. If it was only meme, it's gonna be a red mark, but since they have a layer 1 infrastructure as well, the color is orange for me. So the next one is streamer data. Let's try to understand the model of this project as well. What streamer is doing? Streamer is actually bringing the real world data into the blockchain. The real world data following the streamer's special network. This network is not a blockchain, a network which is getting the real world data, confirming the data, and transferring it to the blockchains, into the smart contracts. So there is this real world in here, and in the middle we have streamer network, and in here the blockchains and the smart contracts. Which data is coming from the real world? For example, Chainlink and some other projects like Chainlink doing the same thing like Streamer is doing. But the main difference with Streamer has built its infrastructure to bring any kind of real world data into the blockchains. Chainlink and some others are specialized in the crypto industry like price feeds, etc. Streamer is mostly trying to work on some other things, and they have already made some applications. They have been already transferring some important data from real world into the smart contracts. We're gonna see it in a minute, but in this model we need to know one thing. To bring some data, there should be a reason. If I want to create a decentralized application, a Web3 application, and if I need and information from real world, like the location information for the International Space Station, I can come to the streamer and I can tell them I need this data because I'm going to create a Web3 application with this data. Then there should be a streamer, data streamer, which is streaming the updated location of the International Space Station anytime. Then there should be an operator for the nodes of streamer network. Then I will be able to get this information into my smart contracts. So if I want it, I need to tell that I want it. Then the streamer will start streaming and earn some data tokens. Then the operator will make the operation, earn some data tokens, and when I use the information, I need to pay with data tokens. The main model is working like this one. It's a bit complicated, more than this, but the basic model is this one. So let's check the website now. Following the slogan, you can become an operator or create streams. And if you go down a bit, you can see the nodes in here. We have another explorer as well. We're going to check in a minute. We can see the partners and the ecosystem link in here. When we click here, this ecosystem link is showing us the partners, basically Web3 ecosystem partners built on stream partners, institutions and DAOs, enterprises and service partners. So if we go down a bit more, we can see the areas which we can use, the use cases. Streamer, artificial intelligence, live videos, streaming live videos, depend projects like using the hardwares, communications, metaverse projects, and data monetization. If we go down a bit more, we can see three main categories which we can engage with this project. We can be a node runner, we can be a token holder staker as well, and we can be a builder, a Web3 application builder with the real world data. If you want to be one of these, you can click the link below that explanation and you can see the detailed page. If you go down a bit more, we can see an introduction video. If we go down a bit more, we can see the Discord link, email registration, social media links. If we go down a bit more, we can see some explanations from the developers on Streamer. They are actually third-party developers. If we go down a little bit more, we can learn more about Streamer by following these video tutorials. When we go down a bit more, we can see the frequently asked questions and the answers. If we go down a bit more, Streamer 1.0 is here. The platform is already working and it is 1.0. We can learn more about that. And then the final links in here. On the left, we can see the network part, overview, staking, and explorer. Let's check the explorer. We can see the node operators on this explorer. If we go closer and if we click them, we can see the data updated in here. Some of them is not really working, but some others are working. You can check if you prefer. In the resources part, we can learn more about data token. Documentation is good. Blog, they have some grants system. Ecosystem is the partners, which we have checked already. They have their roadmap. They're still enlarging their ecosystem and working on the protocol. White paper team is transparent. We're gonna talk about that in the Excel file in a minute. Design assets, token migration. They have migrated their token from chain to chain to make the fees lower, transaction faster. In here, in applications, there is this hub link, and if we come to this page, we can see the data streams. In here, my example is located in here, International Space Station position, and this is currently working. If you want to use this data, you can come to this page. You can see the code details. You can connect, or yeah, if we connect, yeah, you can see the code details. You can connect and you can use this data, and all the others are working as this way. And also, as you can see, there is this Binance market data like Chainlink does as well. But the ecosystem, the applications are good. There's this data unions, the collaboration with the streamers, and there is this the chat application. There's a chat application you need to connect with your wallet. I did not check it. And the company details, jobs and business opportunities, as you can see. And we have finalized the web page as well. And following this information, data project is the category is data and plus Oracle plus Depin, or like hardware usage, etc. We can sell. We can even say Internet of Things. We can even say that one. But I have put here the data, and I have given the orange mark because it's a bit complex to understand for the regular users, regular crypto people, and regular people. That's why I have put an orange mark, but actually it is closer to the green mark. So the next one is the VeChain. Let's go to the web page and let's try to understand the model and then web page. The model, actually the VeChain has been built for handling the supply chain processes, but after some time they have decided to switch to be a layer 1 blockchain completely and enlarge their ecosystem with the decentralized applications as much as they can. Now VeChain is a proof of authority layer 1 blockchain with fast speed and low transaction fees. This is the main model, and the proof of authority is working like the miners has a reputation, and the authority, the main team, is deciding if a miner is acting good or bad. If a miner is acting bad, the main team has the authority to disable their mining ability. So this is bringing some concerns about being centralized, but from the birth until now, VeChain blockchain is working good. So there is no issue on that as for now. So let's try to check the web page as fast as we can. Following this slogan, in this slogan also there is a new move. The move name is We Better DAO, engage, earn, and prosper. You go to the We Better DAO every day and then you engage, you do some tasks about the project, and then earn and prosper together with the community of the WeChain project. There is this new move, and if you go down a bit more, we can see the white paper. If you go down a bit more, the properties of blockchain, then the developer documentation is good, and the grants program, they have their grants program as well. They have their partners, and there are very big names in this partners part. You can check them. We can see some statistics about the blockchain. Then we come to this part, and this part is a great part. For layer 1 blockchains, users need some ease of use user interfaces, and WeChain is good at this point. Let's check the application hub first. There is this ecosystem page. You can see the DeFi applications, games, marketplaces, utilities, and the NFT applications in here. And if you check them one by one, you can see most of them are working. So the project is getting a check mark according to the ecosystem. And the second one is a WeWorld, a self-custody WeChain wallet. They have their wallet in here. The third one is the Explorer. They have a unique Explorer, and it is a good Explorer. The next one is WeVote. You can vote for the governance of the project. It is a good part as well. There is this WeORG. This is a most important one for a layer 1 project. As for me, you can create tokens and NFTs without coding experience for free. So this is a very, very important part. And there's this reward decentralized application. You can manage your node and earn rewards using the official decentralized application, this application. And this one is the VBetter DAO we have already mentioned at the top of the page. If you go down a bit more, they have partnered with those Boston Consulting Group, and there is a video about that explaining the details. There is this latest news part, the blockchains, and then the web page is coming to an end. And the menu on the top contains the exactly same things which we have mentioned in here. So there is no difference. We have already checked the ecosystem page as well. And we have finalized WeChain as well. The category is coming to a layer 1 proof of authority blockchain, and it is getting a green check mark. Not really full green because the competition is really huge, but it's still green. The next criteria is the circulation amount. VINU project circulation amount showing as 100% on CoinGecko, but in real, it is closer to the 50%. So it is getting a light green mark. The data circulation amount is 75% on CoinGecko, and in reality also 75. But it is still getting a light green mark because the maximum supply is the double of total supply. WeChain is getting a hard green mark, fully green mark, because the circulation amount is around 80%, and it is correct. When we check the inflation, according to their maximum supply, VINU and Data project has zero inflation on their maximum supply. For total supply data, it has some inflation, but maximum supply, no, there is no inflation. For WeChain, since it is a proof of authority blockchain, they have a small inflation and is moving around 1%. It is now actually lower than 1%. It is getting a full green mark as well. And for the ages of the projects, they're all getting green check mark. VINU 2.5 years, Data 2.5 years, and WeChain is 5.5 years, which is they're all mature. For the exchanges, they're all getting green mark because they are already listed in many exchanges, which we already know the names. No issues on that. Following their GitHub situation, Data and WeChain is getting a good green check mark. Their GitHub is good, but a VINU project has a low content GitHub situation. We need to be careful on that. Following the Twitter situation, they're all getting green marks, no issues on their Twitters. All projects are good. The scope is a bit different, as you can see while we are checking their web pages and the model. WeChain scope is a large scope, which is getting a full green mark, but VINU and Data is getting a light green mark with a middle situation in their scope. VINU, yes, they have created their own blockchain, but they do not have many decentralized applications yet. So Streamer, yes, they have many applications, but the category is a niche category and it's not getting to a larger audience as for now. So that's why it is getting a light green mark. For blockchains, VINU and Data is getting a middle light green mark. They have blocks, they're going well, but not really strong. But WeChain is getting a full green mark. For the YouTube situation, WeChain is getting a full green mark, Streamer Data is getting a middle green mark, and VINU is getting a low orange mark. For the team situation, if you check a bit, you can find the team of VINU, but still they are a bit anonymous, so that's why it is getting a orange mark. The situation is low. Streamer's team is transparent, we can see them, we can find them, they have their interviews, etc. The team situation is good with a light green mark. For WeChain, same as Streamer, we can find the team members, and the team has a good reputation in the crypto industry, that's why getting a full green mark. So we have tried to understand the basics of the projects. Now let's try to mention the negative and the positive things. Then we will try to analyze the price situation. First, let's start with the VINU. Yeah, there is this meme trend right now in the bull market, and if bull market resumes for some time, the meme trend will come from time to time. So they have this trend positive part, and also besides the trend, besides the meme situation, they have their own layer 1 blockchain. It means that they have their own content, own blockchain, and own applications, and these are the positive things. But still, the a meme project is a meme project, and the meme project lovers generally do not care about the infrastructure of the projects. That's why this project VINU will have some hard time to tell their community that they have a layer 1 infrastructure. So the concept is a bit confusing, and the progress of layer 1 is a bit slow. And if we consider this project as a meme project, the competition is really huge because every day new meme projects coming inside of the industry right now. If we consider this project as a layer 1 blockchain, and again the competition is really huge because there are many other layer 1 good projects in the crypto industry as for now. So these are the negative things for VINU project. Next, the streamer data project. The concept is good. Right now it is a niche, but in the future it has a probability to enlarge extremely because it has a real world usage area and it is an important area. Then they have great partners. They already have applications which are working. They have their own data streams right now. We can see the team, we can follow what they are doing, but the progress is still slow because the situation in the project is a bit complex to understand. It's not really user friendly, and the other negative thing is the competition. Right now, this project is not being considered as an oracle, but as you can see, in their niche concept, they cannot grow their ecosystem strongly. That's why they are doing some same thing with Chainlink and some other oracles like price feeds from Binance. So they're going inside of the oracle category, and inside of the oracle category, the competition is really huge. The next one is the VeChain. Yes, VeChain has great partners. From the birth of the project until now, they have partnered with big names and their model is good. They have started with a supply chain infrastructure, but now as a layer 1, they have enlarged their ecosystem somehow. The model and the ecosystem situation are good as for now, and the team is also getting full green checkmark as well. we can follow them easily. But still, the project somehow some part is still located in China, and as you know, China is playing a role like they're against crypto. Actually, they are not. So this is giving a negative situation to the project. The past of the project had some supply chain infrastructure. Some people know this project still as a supply chain layer one only, not a sustainable ecosystem layer one. And since it is proof of authority, there are some hesitations, concerns about decentralization of this project. And as for now, since it is a layer one, the competition is really huge with the other layer ones. So these are the negative things for WeChain. Now we have tried to understand the negative and the positive things for the projects as well. Let's try to analyze the price for the future of these projects. Let's start with VINU. As you can see in the past, this project's price jumped, then go down, jumped, then went down, jumped and went down again, because the circulation amount of these projects was getting mature slowly at that time, and that thing is still resuming, because this CoinGecko page is showing the circulation supply as 100%, but as we have already mentioned, it is actually around 50%. If the bull market resumes and the meme trend comes again and again repeatedly, the chart of this project may repeat itself like it's shown in here again and again, until this project circulations percentage becomes around 70%. After that time, the jump can be significant, and then the price drop will not be very huge, probably. But we do not know if the bull market resumes very long or not. When the bear market comes, even if this project has a layer 1 infrastructure, nobody will care about that. They will look to this project as a meme project, and then the price will go down significantly. That's why we need to be very careful about this project in the bear market, but in the bull market, it has a potential to jump significantly. For streamer, things are very, very different. In the bull market, maybe this project will act differently than the others, since its category is a niche and a bit complex to understand, but sooner or later it's gonna follow the bull market and price jump will happen. And when the bear market comes, we need to be aware that this project is trying to build a long-term infrastructure, and it has a real-world usage area. In the bull market, if the team does not cancel the project, the price will not go down lower to a point. As we can see in here, in the last bear market, the price was moving around some numbers, and I think it's gonna happen again in the next bear market in the higher level. Yeah. So for WeChain, as being a layer 1 project as for now, the circulation amount is around 80% and the yearly inflation is extremely low. Comparing the other layer 1 blockchains, it has a potential to make a price jump in the bull market. If bull market resumes for some time, this project's price can jump following the tokenomics, and then when the bear market comes again, of course the price will go down, but I think it's gonna hold at some point higher than the last bull market because of the tokenomics again. Plus, they are working on enlarging their ecosystem. The only risk about this project is the project should stay strong in their ecosystem and with the partners to stay inside of top 50 in the CoinGecko, because as being a layer 1 project with some ecosystem elements, there are many others in the top 200. So the competitors are pushing hardly. VeChain should stand its point carefully. There is this risk only at this project. Other than this, everything looks cool. So I have tried to analyze the price situations generally for these projects as well. Please do not forget, nothing is financial advice in this video, and I am not a financial advisor, and the crypto industry is still young. A huge, significant upwards or downwards move is possible at any time. You need to be ready for it. If you will be here, the next video will be on Tuesday, and hope to see you. Take care. Bye bye.